If that was Sherilyn's attitude at the beginning of the night, let's see what happened when she saw where she would be spending the night. Trust me, it was not 5-star.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Grim. Today we're gonna meet with a girl that's on Dr. Phil that is over $25,000 in debt and swears that she's living this lavish lifestyle even though she doesn't have a job, and basically has to finesse her way into getting this stuff through her mother and her boyfriend. And actually, Dr. Phil has a very special experience with her. It's a bit of an older segment, but I wanted to show you guys because it's so ridiculous. So without further ado, let's just get right into it, shall we?
So you have no ownership in any of this?
I didn't steal her identity. She gave me her social.
So yeah, you guys might recognize this girl if you have seen my channel. I made a video on her over a year ago that I actually thought wasn't as good as it could have been because this girl's story is insane, and I missed this other part that I'm going to show you in a moment where he actually has a woman on another show, I guess that's on the network, take this girl out into the streets of Vegas, and they have to be homeless for a night because she acts like she is just so much better than everything. And he's showing her, dude, if you don't get a job and your mom cuts you off from this financial support that you've had, this is where you're gonna end up. And it gets really insane. But yeah, I just wanted to note that I have made a video on this girl before. I'm covering different stuff now, so apologies for those who have seen this, but keep watching because it is insane. And the first thing she talks about on stage with Dr. Phil here is how she took her mother's identity, which is something you should never, ever do, especially to your own parent. She acts like it's not a big deal though because her mom told her social security number. Yeah, that's not a smart thing that mother should have done, but also she didn't expect you to turn around and go open up a bunch of credit lines with her information. That is just so terrible.
Do you have 17 credit cards and you said you just throw the bills away when they come in?
Yeah.
That's theft.
Oh.
How can you be so dense? She's just like,
Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought it was just free money. I didn't have to actually pay back, and it was like optional.
like, no, credit cards, you're supposed to pay those back. Also, how did she open 17 of them without having abysmal credit to where they would just stop accepting her after like 5? That's uncalled for. I mean, does she have a card for every single store that she shops at? I swear her wallet must be like 4 inches thick worth of cards. Like, that's nuts. How do you rack up so many bills and it doesn't stress you out either? She's just so willfully ignorant of this, and she throws the bills away, acting like that makes it go away. No, your interest rates are probably nuts too, and that's why she owes a nice car's worth of money right now, and she's only 17.
Okay.
What makes you think you're entitled to use somebody else's money?
Why not?
So you're just they haven't caught yet.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. Also, this girl's annoying smile, I know it's kind of weird to talk about, but it just really irks me that she has this grin across her face the entire time. And I'm not judging her, that's probably just how she smiles, but it makes her look so smug, and it just makes my blood boil when we're talking about this stuff that she's doing. She doesn't care, and she doesn't take any personal responsibility because, well, she doesn't have to. You'll see her mother enables her just as much. Even though her mom acts like she's trying to be super strict and lay down the law, it obviously hasn't happened if you've allowed her to take your identity and open up 17 lines of credit, racking up over $25K in bills. You're not being a good parent, and you've been exempt from this whole process of having to show her right from wrong, and now she's led down this path where she's on Dr. Phil's show making a total joke of herself.
I guess.
Okay, well, that's nice because you're on national television right now and you're confessing to these crimes.
She giggles right now, but I think he's serious. Like, Dr. Phil has in the past reported people on stuff that they've done and admitted to on his show when he finds that they have no interest in bettering themselves. So I don't know why she's all hype about this. I'm sure she's gonna get a stern talking to behind the scenes after they stop the filming, because that is some serious stuff she's getting into, and she's acting like it's no big deal. I seriously don't get how that's not a big issue in her head. Other people have gone away for a long time because of that same stuff.
You shove a fish sandwich in your mother's mouth?
I mean, I threw a pizza at her too.
Tell me how that's flattering to you.
I mean, she should have ate faster.
I seriously don't know how people have kids like this that act this way, and then these parents think that these kids are ready for the adult world, but no, this chick is still throwing food at her mom as if she's a toddler having a fit, all because this woman was eating too slow. I just hate to see that she is having this attitude on stage and no one is checking her for it besides Dr. Phil. Like, how are you calling yourself a parent to this girl and you're allowing her to just walk all over you? That's not how this works.
It's eaten, not ate. Did you sell your 5th grade grammar book?
And it's always a great time to just see Dr. Phil go in on these people. I don't know why this girl's smiling on stage as if she's doing so well. She's being eviscerated right now by Dr. Phil. He is just going from point to point, basically stating how bad of a person she is and how she needs to change her ways. And she's smiling like, yeah, it makes me quirky. It's kind of one of my qualities, you know, I just take and don't ever give, and I'm pretty much a trash person.
Well, so right now, your current debt, you have $20,493 in outstanding on closed credit cards.
Okay, so a lot of her accounts have been closed because she doesn't make payments on them, of course. So they were like, nope, you're not getting any more of our money. But she already finessed over $20K worth of it across those cards. And on outstanding debt on open cards, she has $3,139 owed with over $1,300 overdrawn at the bank. I don't know how you look at that number of almost $25,000. I guess it was less than 25K, but still, that is an astronomical amount. I don't know how you look at that and you don't just straight up pass out from the stress. This girl is just brushing it off as if she can get out of it. She is really just destroying her financial future for almost no reason other than the fact that she thinks she's supposed to live this lavish lifestyle when she doesn't work for it and doesn't deserve it in any way, shape, or form. Like, if you don't make your own money, stop flexing these Louis V bags and stop acting like you deserve to drive Mercedes and everything. So cringy.
That's not that much.
So do you have it to pay?
No. I could go get a job and I can pay all this off.
Okay, first of all, you could go get a job and you could go pay this off, but you haven't, so I don't know what that statement is supposed to mean to us. It doesn't hold any weight when you clearly have not put in any initiative to cover up for this debt, and you're just gonna get buried by it for the rest of your life. Second of all, no, you could not just find a job and set aside $25K. I don't know if this girl understands how finances work at all because she has never had to, but the normal person working a normal wage that still has to pay bills, for you to set aside $25K, I don't even know how long that would take. Like, unless you're in a situation where you are making some good money, that is not feasible within even a couple of years. This girl is going to be in this hole of debt for probably the rest of her life if she doesn't kick this into gear. Definitely for the rest of her 20s if she just does not accept that this is an astronomical amount of money that you need to be paying back right now. And the mom's on the hook for it too because I'm sure her identity is linked to these cards somehow.
Why do you think you did that?
Because I could.
Yeah. But if you had a second chance, you would do better.
Probably, yes.
Dude, you would not do this differently. Don't act like you have any sort of remorse for this. This girl sees no issue with this behavior. Her mother's just sitting here on stage totally flat-faced right now. I don't know how you would not be bawling your eyes out, realizing what a mistake you've made raising this person. But regardless, this girl thinks that, you know, it's just a little oopsie, she's gonna get out of it. And I really think she's underestimating how much trouble she's in right now.
When they bought you a Ford Focus, why was that not okay?
It was ugly.
Imagine getting a car, which is not a guaranteed thing for a lot of people. I don't know if you guys are out there that got cars when you're 16, understand that. A lot of people have to either work really hard for a couple summers or have a deal with their parents to somehow get some junky car, and that is like the best thing ever. But this girl got handed a brand new Ford Focus, which is a pretty cool car. I mean, all things considered, when you're 16, I would love to have a brand new car of any kind, and she said no and didn't accept it because it wasn't a Rolls Royce or a Mercedes. If anything, if a Ford Focus was a person, this girl is the Ford Focus of people. Like, this is the perfect car for you. You are not meant for Mercedes. You don't have a job, and you never have. So I don't know why she's been so entitled, and if I was the mother, when I gave her this gift of a car, which is so generous, and she shoved it back in my face like that, I would not give her another cent of my money ever again. Go make your own money, go buy your own food, and then they freaking replace it with an Infinity, which is a very luxurious automobile, in my opinion, and she said that was too old. What do you want? Do you want a nice car that your parents can still afford that's a little bit older, or do you want a brand new car that's really nice still? Like, you were giving two amazing options and you just threw them away like it was nothing. So here's where it gets crazy. Dr. Phil pulls out a check with the exact amount that she owes the bank, and he asks her, if you would start over, what would you do? And now she acts all innocent, and you can see that she actually kind of lights up here. I do think that she's overplaying this act of acting like she's just ignorant of how much money that is and acting like everything's okay. I'm sure she is truly stressing, and when she saw this check, her eyes lit up and she saw a way out instantly. Wait to see what happens. Check this out.
Yeah. Okay.
He tears that up right in front of her face, dude. It does not get better than that. No better life lesson to this girl than what she just witnessed. You get what you give. She just got this torn up in front of her face. Imagine how crushing that would be. And she just has to hold it together on stage and act like it's no big deal. Now, what's crazy is then he even furthers it and has this woman from, I think the show's called The Doctors. I don't really know, but she's just some lady that works with Dr. Phil. And he had her take this girl out to Vegas for a trip that she said was gonna be extravagant and so fun. So of course this girl agrees, right? And he really had her hop on a plane only to come out here and sleep outside for the night. If that isn't the best way to teach this girl a lesson, I don't know what is. Dr. Phil's a bit of a genius for this. And you could see her face instantly changes in emotion when she realizes that this is going to be a whole lot less fun than she thought. And they go to lay down on some sleeping bags that Dr. Phil had set up on the side of the road. And this is where she actually realizes that she is going to have to spend the night out here. And it's pretty clear this is just a person that is not willing to change, and she's going to have to face the harsh realities of life when that comes. Wholly deserved this harsh awakening, in my opinion at least. Hopefully you guys agree with me. Let me know what you thought down in the comments below of this video. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace out.